Hi, and welcome to another video. My name is James Cooper, and this is review of the Flight Reviewers. And today we're talking about a big one, Mr. Sam. I know that Mr. Sam has been doing videos for a long time and been a YouTuber, and he gets a million views. And I would say in the early days, fantastic. But before we get into that, firstly, I would like to say thank you to the people who have subscribed to this channel. And at the description, there is going to be another channel which is only about the review of the flight reviewers. Today, we're talking about Sam and his last video when he flew on Saudi Arabia Airlines, Saudi, and it was like a 1 hour, 50-minute flight to somewhere or the other. As all the other flight reviewers, it was good, but I'm going to do constructive criticism, I'm afraid. First of all, the video quality, it was not the best in the world compared to some from Dennis or from Josh who do it like in 4K or in really super good definition, or they got a good camera. I think your cameras, Sam, seem to be a little bit out of date because they don't seem to be so crystal clear in the 21st century or in the modern era. But hey, second thing is that you went into the business class lounge or the first class lounge as usual, showed the food. But again, aeroplanes are designed that there's lots of people in economy, a few in business, and the excessively rich in first. So surely the video should be more about the people who fly cattle class at the back. It's nice to see the business class, but let's face it, if you're on a good airline, business class is business class. Basically, they're all near enough the same. There's a flatbed, big TV, glass of champagne, and some nice food. First class, they make the bed, pair of pajamas, and a suite and an even bigger TV and free Wi-Fi. So that was one thing. Then you sort of you didn't go into the airport lounge and show the things that the normal people would eat or to do. You just lounged around the business class now, which is okay for the business traveler, but surely you're only projecting a small percentage of what it's really like, when you should be doing the whole percentage. We move on to boarding the aircraft. I know that Sam is a superstar of aviation and he gets privileges to go into the cockpits and he gets the GoPro cams on takeoff, and you can see that. That's pretty good. I like that bit. Well done. I think that's just because you're the longest flight reviewer. You're doing it for such a long time. Then we just stuck in business class with your glass of orange juice and all the Arabic kind of delights that you have on Saudi. That's okay, same as any other airline, no really particular difference. Then you did venture into economy class, and it sort of was like, ha ha ha, I'm in business class, you're poor, you're in economy class. And it's sort of like, why don't you travel more in economy class and show what it's like? You're a flight reviewer, then review all of it, yeah, not just 99% in first business and private jets, but also why not in economy class or economy premium, how most people fly, because not a lot of people in this day and age can afford 5,000 American dollars on Emirates from London to Dubai, for example, and they may get a discount of 500. Or British Airways, when they do business class at, again, the same price, then charge you $100 for the choice of your seat. Wow. So you went into economy class, you spoke to a couple of people, but it's sort of like you looked down on them, but you had your smile with it. So I would work on, for personally, just on this review, Sam. This is only about the Saudi flight. Yeah, something that I would think about personally myself if I was a flight reviewer. It also felt like, and I did read in your description that it was nothing to do with the Saudi, what you call it, tourism, that trying to boost it, that it's a beautiful country, a beautiful people, things have changed. Yeah, but it feels like the airline is paying for your ticket. Yeah, and you always say nice things. There's not many negative things. I think one video you did about the North Korean airline, called it the One Star, and you had to go in economy because there was no other choice. Something like that, can't remember exactly. So these are the criticisms. Also, I think people would like to see the food in economy class. So when they are booking their flight from business or personal, they can see everything and they can make up their choice. Yeah? And because you have access to the whole aeroplane because of your celebrity status, don't just show us the first class food. Why not show us first class, business, and economy? See, and we can make up as the customer, as the passenger of the aeroplane, to choose which one we can afford and which is suitable. Say, oh, that's nice. But they can look at another airline, say, oh, that one's better. And they can do it through you guys, the flight reviewers, yourself, Sam, Nonstop Dan, Jeb, Dennis, Sam, Noel, Josh, for example. The list goes on. This is only my opinion. I know you got lots of followers and lots of fans, and maybe I'll get some bad comments about it. But I'm just talking as a normal person without any sponsorships from any companies, just seeing how I see the point of view. I have mentioned before that my experience is that I used to fly quite a lot, and yes, it was basically on business and first due to the pressure of the job, etc., etc. But I didn't pay for tickets; the company did. But in the early days of my travel, back in the late 80s, and you could say most of the 90s, it was cattle class in the back of the aeroplane. So again, that's how can you expand your market by getting to the younger generation, saying this is what it's like in economy, but if you work hard, guess what? Yay, you can go business class free of charge because your company thinks you're that valuable to do so. But at the same time, there's less people who do fly because of the internet. You don't need to go to meetings in certain different countries because you can do it online, for example. So I would say a lot of airlines are reinventing their business class, like Emirates, for example, to sell the seat, but not to go into the airport lounge. You don't have a glass of champagne, but you get the big flat bed, you get nice food, and you get the priority service, which you pay for. So there we go. There's my review of Sam on his flight in Saudi Arabia, which happened on YouTube. I will have the link for that video directly below this, and also I will have the link to my flight review, or my review of the flight reviewers channel, which has got 1, 2, 3 videos at the moment, but it will expand, and I'm still keeping it going for the moment for the change from one channel to the other on what we're showing you on raw and uncut management, which has a host of videos from around the world. It's not just about flights. If you're interested, do like. If you're interested, do subscribe. Subscribe to both channels. It's entirely up to you. I do this purely as a hobby. I don't really do this for any monetary basis. It's just nice to see the comments you get, yeah, from a retired, experienced, can I say, traveller from around the world. That's it from me, otherwise I'll waffle on for another 10 minutes. Hope you enjoyed the video. Do comment, good or bad, and I also accept constructive criticism, and I will try to respond to many comments as possible. Look out for another video. I think it's going to be next with Nonstop Dan. Woo! And I will find his latest video and watch it, analyze it, and share my point of view. I am out of here. Be good. Bye for now.